Hello and welcome to TSB. I'm Neil Oja, and what is really amazing is obviously the weather of UAE. यानी कि ऐसे अभी अगर आप इंडोर्स बैठे हो ना तो ऐसा लगता है कि वाह भाई क्या वेदर है. लेकिन if you're thinking of going outside, the authorities have been warning you to be extremely cautious. यानी कि बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है तो बाहर ना जाएं. बट अगर आप बाहर जा रहे हो तो जाहिर सी बात है चल के तो नहीं जाओगे, है ना. आई मीन ऐसा तो नहीं कि बॉम्बे में होता था हमारे साथ गाड़ियाँ वाड़ियाँ होती नहीं थी हमारे पास, तो बारिश हो या जो भी अपना छाता लेके गमबूट पहन के निकल गए हम. पर यहाँ पर तो जब भी बाहर जाते हैं तो गाड़ी लेके जाते हैं. पर ऐसी बारिश में जब गाड़ी फंस जाती है तो फिर ये दिमाग में आता है कि अब इसका क्या करें, है ना. I mean, what is the solution? What is the answer to this? Will the insurance fix this? Or should I have just left the car at home? Now, these questions can be answered by someone who understands insurance at the back of his hand. And that's why we got Mr. Avinash Babur from InsuranceMarket.ae. Avinash bhai, welcome to Talk 100.3.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. And I hope that everything at your workplace and your home is safe today.
Well, absolutely. And look, being InsuranceMarket.ae, this is our time to shine. Whenever we promote our insurance policies, we are proud of the fact that we will be there for you at the time of a claim. Now we have, obviously, phone lines are very busy at the moment. A lot of our clients have been in situations. So you're absolutely right in warning everybody to be very careful out there. Don't drive if not necessary. Don't get too adventurous. And if there is an issue, certainly InsuranceMarket.ae are here to help.
You said it very nicely, and especially coming from you, Avinash, the CEO of Insurance Market, which primarily means the voice of authority. But people generally are a little scared or confused when it comes to insurance because there's a lot of gray area in that zone, right? कि बारिश में आप गाड़ी लेके गए, गाड़ी किस तरह से खराब हुई है, अलेन में there's been like a hailstorm of sorts, तो like almost hail of the size of golf balls falling on a car. Now, how does insurance then come into play with all of these things? Does a comprehensive insurance cover rain and hail as well?
Yeah, see, look, most of the insurance policies that are offered on InsuranceMarket.ae cover natural perils because I think it is an important cover to have.
Right.
But bear in mind, this is not a foregone conclusion in every insurance policy that is out there in the UAE. There are a lot of insurance policies, unfortunately, out there that do not cover natural perils. So that's number one. Check your insurance policy. Firstly, you need to have a comprehensive insurance cover because third-party insurance will only cover other parties.
Right.
In some exceptions, you can have third-party and natural perils. But you've got to check your policy to make sure that you have natural perils cover firstly. If you don't have that cover, then unfortunately, obviously this being a natural hazard, unfortunately will not be covered. Now, if you do have this cover, and like I said, most of the policies from InsuranceMarket.ae do have that cover, you will have to demonstrate, or you will at least have to make sure that you are not driving recklessly.
Okay.
So there have been cases where people, get excited in the rains because we don't see rains as often in Dubai. And as a result of that, when a report comes out, it seems like they were going out there looking for trouble, driving on purpose into waterlogged areas, trying to go off-road and these types of things. That if one can somehow demonstrate recklessness, and at the time of claims, insurance companies can even check your social media, for example.
True.
So if you are demonstrating that you have been reckless or you're trying to have fun at this time, just because you have insurance cover, then that can be a problem, because the whole point of insurance is to be there for you if something out of your control unfortunately happens. Now, if that does happen and you have natural perils cover, which again most of our policies do, then we will certainly take care of you and have it covered. And bear in mind, this is a good time to also think about home insurance, because the most common kind of claim in the UAE is when people's houses get flooded.
Okay.
When it comes to home insurance, the number one, it's not fire, it's not theft, thankfully, but unfortunately, we do have a lot of water damage that happens in the UAE. And so you've got to think about whether you have home insurance, and if you don't, it's really something worth looking into. It costs a couple of hundred dirhams a year for most apartments around UAE, so it's certainly affordable and can, be a lifesaver when it comes to a situation like this, because we've also seen a lot of houses get flooded. A
Right.
lot of furniture and personal effects get damaged as a result of this.
No, this is a very interesting point that you make over here, Avinash, because I remember, was it last year or a year before last when there were heavy rainfall, and especially and Fujairah was affected extremely poorly. In fact, a friend of mine who has a massive villa in Fujairah, his house was completely damaged because of water flooding. A lot of his trophies, he's a cricket player, so a lot of his trophies and certificates all were washed off, and other home furnitures and electronics and everything. But when you talk about home insurance, does it then include only insurance for home owners or for tenants as well? Because most of us live in rented apartments.
Yeah, that's a great question, Neil, and absolutely, there are tenants policies out there. The price that I was referring to, the couple of hundred dirhams a year, is for home insurance. For tenant occupiers. So you're not really covering the building as such. That's the landlord's responsibility.
Right.
What you are covering are your contents, your furniture, your personal effects, as well as your, importantly, liability to third parties.
Okay.
And all of this gets covered for a relatively smaller amount and makes a huge difference in situations like this. Sometimes, you have even flooding in Dubai when it's not raining because there's some, mechanical problem in the property,
right,
and causes water to leak, or a pipe burst. And even in those cases, home insurance can come to your rescue.
This is amazing. I'm so glad that we are having this conversation, Avinash, trying to understand the intricate details of, not just buying insurance, but also to take that little worry out of your head, because at such times, your stress levels are literally through the roof. At least one thing is covered, by means of insurance. So when one is looking to buy insurance, be it car insurance to keep ourselves prepared for, a rainy day, literally, or home insurance, what are the things that one has to look into?
Look, you've got to go to a trusted platform like InsuranceMarket.ae. We are the largest in the UAE. We have over 21,000 Google reviews with a 4.8 star rating. And our main motto is to be able to deliver to clients at the time of a claim. We are in a moment of crisis as far as insurance is concerned. There are a lot of claims. And like I said earlier, this is our time to shine.
Right.
Now, what we have done is we have empaneled only those insurance products and those insurance companies that we believe will deliver at the time of a claim and that we believe have adequate cover.
Brilliant.
And so, we have done a lot of the shortlisting for our clients. But then despite that, we're also a marketplace. So we will present options from leading insurance companies only. And within that, there are some scenarios where one company prices better and another scenario where another company prices better. But in any case, we just make sure that we are only giving you products that we know and can guarantee will deliver at the time of a claim. If you read our Google reviews, you will see a lot of them are actually praising us, and I'm so proud of that, that they're praising us, that we help them at the time of a claim, not just when we were taking their money and selling them insurance.
No, this is the most important part. Helping when the claim is due, because that's where the stress reliever part of the insurance comes in. Because as I mentioned that the stress is through the roof in such situations. But if at least one part is covered, and that is where that hey, I paid for a rainy day and I'm getting it through. And I think that's a fabulous step. But Avinash, thank you so much. I wouldn't take too much of your time because I know, like you mentioned, it's a busy part of the year for you, especially considering the situation around. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you sometime soon.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for your time, Avinash. Avinash Babur, the CEO of Insurance Market, telling us that if your car insurance has natural perils as a part of the insurance cover, then don't worry, it will be covered. But yeah, please try and stay out of trouble. जबरदस्ती यानी कि वो कहते हैं ना कि उड़ता हुआ तीर नहीं लेना होता है, ठीक है ना, वो बिल्कुल नहीं लेना होता है. यू जस्ट हैव टू फोकस के बॉस, ट्राई एंड स्टे सेफ. अगर जरूरत नहीं तो घर के बाहर मत जाओ, और अगर घर के बाहर निकल चुके हो काम की वजह से या कुछ, तो फिर आराम से गाड़ी चला के जाओ. ऐसी जगहों पे मत जाओ जहां पर पानी भरा हुआ है.